Then let's dive into it. So generally on the Monday Mastery Call, we generally started out with like, what kind of wins or victories have you guys had in the last week? So maybe what's a win, or what's a lesson learned, or what's something that you took action and did. Um, Share with the rest of the rhinos. It doesn't have to mean you got $100,000 commission check. It could be as simple as like, I I called up Realtor.com, I got set up, and I'm starting to get some leads. So what wins did you guys have, or what lessons did you learn over the last week?
Hey, Jonathan, I'll go.
Oh, go ahead.
Hello, Cliff from Florida.
Hey, so I've never done open houses like you've asked me to do, and so I started doing open houses, and I thought, okay, I'll go into a higher end area. So of course, the last person at the last minute, as I'm shutting down last week at an open house, goes, hey, we want to potentially buy a property. And I said, okay. Anyway, make a long story short, I just listed one of their luxury homes here. That's a vacation property at 7%. And although they went back to Iceland, they priced it correctly, and they said that they want to come back and then buy something once that sells. So
Hey, Jonathan, it's David.
What up, David?
Well, my win was just getting an open house done this weekend, because I think Lydia's on the call, and I talked to her over the weekend. Holy smokes, I went through food poisoning this week, and I about felt like I was going to meet heaven with that whole deal. So I was like, I got to get it done. So I got the open house done. Wasn't feeling too hot, but I made it happen. And in my mind, I'm thinking, it's just going to be a whatever open house. Sure enough, like 1, 2, 3, I think like 4 families came through. And one of them is a for sure buyer, at least in the $1 million range. And then I got their numbers and everything. As soon as they close escrow on their house, they'll be for sure a candidate to be buying here in the next 3 weeks or so.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So many lessons right there. So like dying of death and food poisoning. And it's like, hey, I made a commitment to do this open. I'm going to do it. You did it. And you're almost hoping that like nobody comes in so you can fall asleep on the couch. 4 people come through the open. One of them is like, yeah, we want to work with you and buy something. And so that'd be like, how much commission to you?
That one could be anywhere between 25 to 40 grand, depending what price point they buy. But they're for sure at that $1 million price point. And one last thing, which was a first that I rhino through. I don't know if anybody else ever had this, but the listing agent came to the open house and stayed there for like an hour and a half. I was like, dude, what are you doing here? He thought he was helping me. I was like, I don't need your help, but I don't know how to tell him that except just, keep going through the open house. And I just thought that was interesting, like him being there. It was very uncomfortable. I'm like, do you realize you're killing your own open house with your vibe? Yeah. So yeah, that's how it's unique.
That's awesome. Yes, I've had that happen to me, and I know others in the Freedom Club have had that happen too. Cool. Who else has got something they want to share? Victory they had, lesson learned.
Jonathan and I had one like while I was in San Diego. I got a call from a friend. She has a neighbor who wants to get rid of a rental here in Catonsville. And I wasn't too excited about it. I called her, and yes, we agreed to meet on Thursday when I was back. So I wasn't too excited because it's only like a small townhome going for probably 180. But hey, it's a friend, and like I like helping out a friend. Mm-hmm. So I did the IC with her, and she said, man, that sounds different. I'll like it. Just so you know, I intend to move to Indiana to live with my family, with my kids. Sometimes next spring, my home's going to come up for sale, and I'm going to go with you, and the home's around 500. So never pre-assume something. Just go in, do your thing, and see what good is going to happen.
Awesome, Jack. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so true. It's a 10-minute initial consultation, right? So it's like worst case, you do the 10-minute IC and you hand it off to a junior realtor. Way to do that. Nice. Love it. Oh my gosh, how much That's like we're talking, I don't know, probably 20,000, 25,000 GCI.
They say you at 3%. Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Awesome.